Hello, welcome to episode 2, self-care. It's pretty self-explanatory, but a lot of people don't know how to a lot of people just do it, but they don't really know, why they're doing it or how to do it. And a part of the problem with the gray area is that you hate yourself so much that once you get into the gray area, it becomes a problem getting out. And the only way to get out of the gray area is to love yourself. So, in order to know how to love yourself, you have to know what self care is, and you have to know how to do that for you. And if you can't do that for you, you're going to be stuck in your gray area, which is your anxiety and your depression. Which will come and go. It's not, if you're fighting what I'm fighting through, grief from a loss, abandonment from a lover, it's not going to go away easily. It's probably going to stay there for a while. And the scar will eventually heal. And that's the thing, trauma and your pain and everything that you've been through, it doesn't heal completely. It just becomes like a scar in your heart. It's kind of similar to your skin. Once your skin heals, you have a white dot, or you have a long line. I have a bunch of scars, honestly, on my skin from various activities. But that's what your heart's going to be like for a while. You just don't wake up and, oh, well, I'm no longer sad. No. Unfortunately, life will always be lifing, and life will continue to life regardless. If you're happy, sad, depressed, whatever emotion, anxious, mad, angry, whatever emotion you're feeling, life is still going to go on, and life is still going to life. And it's just that simple. And because life is always life, and you have to learn to dance in your storm, and you have to learn how to move in life and dance with it, and hold on to that small little hope that you have inside you that it's going to get better. Which I think I just went on a whole tangent left. Whatever. We'll figure it out on the editing side, since I know how to do a little bit of editing now. Or I might just post it raw, because fuck it. Who fuck cares? It's not like anybody really watches my shit. But there's a lot of forms of self-care that you can do. It all depends on you as a person. I have a lot of forms of self-care. My number one goal form is gym. I have to exercise 2 hours a day. Mainly because it's I'm trying to think accurately time-wise, because sometimes, lately I've been lazy, so lately it's only been an hour 30. So an hour 30 to 2 hours a day, just to get my head to shut up. And if I do a workout before MMA, then MMA is an hour, that workout's an hour, so it's definitely 2 hours. So I had to do the gym. So the gym is my number one form of self-care. My second is Disney. But I do the gym every day, so it's kind of a routine now. But it's still self-care at the end of the day, regardless. So if you don't gym, I highly recommend gym, or finding some outlet to release your emotions, anger, and pain. I just hold a lot of anger because, I'm a Looney Tune, and whatever. I was about to do a whole song break because my ADHD it triggers by songs. But so gym is my number one form. I do that every day. I'm training to be a fighter. Honestly, I don't know which way I'm going to go with fighting, but I'm going to be a fighter regardless. Disney is my second form of self-care. If you look under my reels, there's a couple of videos from me on my Disney vacation that I just took on Thanksgiving, which I definitely needed, but I definitely found out I'm still dead inside. So Disney, I'm a Disney adult, unfortunately. I never went to Disney as a kid. I trained softball as a kid, so like Disney heals my childhood trauma just a little bit. So I am a Disney adult, and I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks about that. So if you don't like Disney adults, fuck you and your mama. Okay? Thank you kindly. I'm probably gonna have to edit that, but I don't care. So gym, Disney. I love to take myself on dates because I don't have anybody, and self dates is a form of self love for me. So self dates are recommended. I haven't done a new self date in a while, but usually I take myself out to dinner and I go eat food alone and watch TV or have a conversation with a bartender because 90% of the time I'm eating at the bar. So gym, Disney, self dates, spa days. Like if I feel, another one of my triggers is when I feel anxious is I start tapping my face a lot or I start rubbing my face. If you have watched my stories on Instagram and Snapchat, you have seen that. Because I do this. Or I'll do, like, that's just an anxious tick of mine that I have to rub my face. So if I'm getting to that point, then I have to, do a spa day for me. Whether it's Epsom salt baths, whether it's face mask, whether it's exfoliating, putting on vitamin E oil, and using my little jade roller, whatever it is. Form of self-care, like spa days. I do like to get my hair and nails done. Right now my hair is a ratchet mess because I just jump roped and shadow boxed for 30 minutes. That was my warm-up before I go to MMA and probably do another warm-up and then work out. But I do like to go get my hair and nails done, but hair-wise, it's short. Unless I want my braids, which I highly miss my braids. I'll probably get them back soon. I don't know. That's a lot of money. Don't have that. And then I can't have nails because I'm fighting, so it'd just be my feet. But there's that. And so like self-care is just really doing the things that make you feel good and that takes care of yourself. There was a point where I wasn't eating either. I'd eat 1 meal a day and then still work out though and go about my business. So that's probably why I looked way skinnier maybe when I was going through this shit a little bit more. But I had to learn to eat 3 meals a day because I would wake up, skip breakfast, nibble at lunch, and then just eat dinner. So another form of self-care is making sure you eat, especially if you're coming outside of your gray area and you haven't ate. And self-love. It's hard to love yourself. Listen, I think this is probably like the first time in my whole life where I've ever been like, oh my God, I actually do love me. Like I'm actually taking care of me and not other people. A lot of the times, it wasn't that I didn't love myself. It was more so that my spiritual cup was so drained because I took care of everybody else and not taking care of me, to the point where that I would be so spiritually drained that the criticizing bitch that was in my head would tear me down so bad. Like, man, I would tell myself like the worst shit. You don't deserve shit. Like, I can tell you everything that little bitch had told me inside my head. I don't deserve shit. I don't deserve love. I'm ugly as fuck. I look like a man. That's why people think I'm trans. That's why people think I'm gay. Like all the negative stuff that people have told me over my life, I was telling that shit over and over in my head. I have a nasty attitude. Well, fuck that shit, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna be me, and if you don't like it, I'm just not your cup of tea. I'm vodka to you. So either take the shot and choke or pour the shot out. I don't know what to tell you on that one. But self-care is highly important, and it's the only way that you're going to be able to pull yourself out of your gray area. Nobody can do that for you. And you have to know you. And if you don't know you, you need to start journaling. You need to start figuring out who you are. Who you are, because you're somebody. You may feel like a nobody, and that's what I feel like sometimes. I feel like a nobody sometimes. I always say this from Game of Thrones, that a girl is no one. I am no one. But I will be somebody to someone someday. So, with that being said, figure out what your self-care is, and I hope that helps you get out of your gray area a little bit. There's going to be probably some more topics other than mental health. It's just that we started here. So, stay tuned. I don't know what next topic. I have like 20 topics written down. But we'll get there. However, whatever. Another point. I forgot to say this point. I don't write none of this down. I just freeball this, so you're getting straight off the dome type shit. Another point is, if you feel alone, like if you're feeling lonely and you don't know what to do with your loneliness, take yourself out on a date, baby. Take yourself out on the date that you wish that dude or that girl would take you on. That simple. Once I started to date myself, I was like, what the fuck? It's gonna take somebody top tier to pull me out of the single life, because all I have is love for me right now. So if you're feeling lonely and you're stuck in your gray area because of that, because of someone had left you or your relationship got broken off for various reasons, I don't know y'all shit. I just know my shit, and I'm trying so hard not to say my shit. But if that has happened to you, the first thing you need to do is love yourself. And treat yourself like you want the next person to treat you. And respect you. And never compromise your boundaries for nobody. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoy some self-love and self-care. I hope you guys, at least practice some things I have suggested. If you don't work out, you can start by doing a walk out in nature. Whatever it is for you, you got to ground yourself and you got to bring yourself back to reality with self-care in order to get out your gray area. So, toodles, love, peace, and chicken grease. I'm out this bitch. I'm probably going to go to the MMA now. So, good night. Bye.
No, you were party. Ooh, ooh. Yeah. Y'all are too much. I want to eat a picture. Oh, look at you. Oh, shucks. What's my type? That's my type. That guy right there. Long ears, tall, and goofy. I'm not a child. Thank you. What? I'm doing everything.